The South African savanna is a place of raw beauty and constant challenge. Stretching out under the sun, it is home to animals that have adapted to its harsh condition. Among them, renowned for their intelligence, baboons are moving into farms, leaving their natural habitats in search of food. They have learned to scale fences, avoid traps, and outwit attempts to drive them away. How do farmers protect what they have built while respecting the wildlife with which they share the land? In the towering mountains of the African savanna, where rocky hills meet dense forests, a tense battle is being waged between humans and baboons. Here, hunters gather and carefully plan their moves to outsmart these dangerous baboons. Baboons, native to this rugged terrain, are mostly ground dwellers but adept climbers who can disappear into the trees when danger lurks. Their loud growls and shrill screams echo through the valleys, challenging their pursuers. Living in tight-knit groups, led by dominant males, they roam the land on a non-omnivorous diet of plants and insects, destroying everything and leaving nothing untouched. Since then, the use of fruit baits, perfected over years of research by South African game organizations, has proven to be a game changer for controlling baboon populations. By 2015, the technique, combined with a carefully concealed hunting tent, had achieved an impressive 85% success rate, first demonstrated in the mountain valleys of the Eastern Cape. The setup is simple but purposeful. The hunter's tent is set up 15 yards from the bait pile to attract unsuspecting baboons. As expected, the baboons are drawn to the sweet scent of the fruit and approach with cautious curiosity. However, they will not detect the hunter, because the shelter is designed to match the natural color of the forest. This is considered a careful calculation by the hunter to prevent pests. Additionally, the success of each hunt is a combination of both the use of the gun and a relaxed state of mind. His movements are carefully considered as he checks every part of the weapon, from the secure loading to the fine adjustments of the scope. In every hunt, the South African authorities prepare many countermeasures. Using the bow, this hunter emphasized that Matthew's Title 38 is his favorite bow, with a neutral reflex design, 7-inch stand height, and short limbs that provide exceptional stability and speed. Equipped with CBE Axis target sights and Hamsky target hybrid mounts, the Title 38 offers reliability and versatility, making it an ideal choice for taking down baboons at close range. Furthermore, the hunter training period in South Africa is within 6 to 12 months to ensure the safety of the hunter. Against the breathtaking backdrop of the South African winter, a lone hunter prepares for the ultimate test of patience and skill. Overlooking a vast valley set between rugged mountains, the hunter has only one target in mind: a baboon. armed with a .50 caliber Seneca Dragonclaw air rifle. He waits in silence, cocks his gun, and prepares to aim for his target. The first baboon of the hunt appears, but it is a very cunning animal, its eyes scanning the terrain as it cautiously descends. One approaches the prey, the tension building as the hunter aims. The air rifle goes off, a single shot echoing across the valley. The baboon falls and the hunter is amazed at the accuracy and power of his equipment. The hunt is far from over. With surveillance cameras confirming heavy activity at the bait piles, the hunters plan to return, eager for another opportunity to match wits with these formidable foes.
Nice.
In another corner of South Africa, the situation took a dramatic turn. Here, a large population of baboons attacked in large numbers, flooding the area with audacity. Unaware of the lurking danger, they focused on feeding, attracted by the meal ahead. They had probably been hungry for days, driven by desperation, until this moment. Hiding in the shadows, a hunter was lurking. This was no amateur. The excitement was building, a tension so thick you could feel it in the air. Every pull of the trigger was precise and uncompromising. There was no room for error. The hunter had hit the target every time he loaded his gun, and this was a huge success on this hunt. If the hunter chooses not to bait the baboons, the strategy hinges on pure instinct. Perched high on the rugged cliff, the hunter surveys the rugged terrain below in heavy air with anticipation. At ranges of 80 to 150 yards, accuracy becomes the ultimate test. The hunter keeps the rifle's sights steady, the slightest twitch of the trigger finger making the difference. Tension builds as the hunter identifies the pack leader as a large figure commanding the pack. The hunter must decide whether to target the baboons crawling over the cliff or to stop their movement across the valley. Each hunt hinges on stopping the damage that the baboons cause. For many years, baboon hunting in South Africa was dominated by firearms, with reports of large numbers of baboons being knocked down each year across areas such as Limpopo and Mpumalanga. However, between 2010 and 2020, a major shift occurred as traditional bow hunting became more popular. Seasonal reports show that by 2018, over 60% of baboons hunted, a total of nearly 1,200 were hunted, with bows reflecting an evolution in hunting methods. This trend represents more than just a cultural resurgence, it also represents a greater focus on precision. South Africans rely not only on guns and bows and arrows to control baboons, but also on a variety of wire cage traps. As you walk through a residential area, you may wonder why the traps are set so close to home. Is it safe? The noise and litter surrounding these traps have raised concerns about disruption to daily life. The government has responded with a strategy of placing traps on the outskirts of residential areas. Hunters now use larger cage traps that can catch 50 to 100 baboons at a time and are equipped with gates that automatically close when triggered. But tensions remain high. Are these traps effective? To outwit them, hunters still rely on the tried and true method of corn bait, a reminder of how challenging this fight is. Each baboon is carefully counted by hunters before being reported to authorities to ensure accuracy in their efforts. In Limpopo province, where human-wildlife conflict is common, more than 2,350 baboons were captured in snares in 2023 alone. Reports also recorded 178 baboon attacks in towns, such as Polokwane and Bela, in 6 months, causing concern among residents. Once verified, hunters transported them to designated resettlement areas, such as the Waterberg Biosphere Reserve, providing much-needed relief and helping restore balance to the area. Hunting authorities have adopted sterilization as a humane alternative to control baboon populations, while still maintaining hunting regulations. Watching a veterinarian at work shows the responsibility they have in preventing baboon attacks. They are carefully anesthetized and then a skilled team performs the delicate procedure with precision and safety. They are then tagged for tracking before being released back into the wild. On the quiet streets of South African townships, baboons have become a symbol of trouble and tension. Once thriving in the wild, these intelligent creatures now roam residential areas, rummage through garbage, and even break into homes. Hunger and the lure of easy food make them bolder, climbing walls, sneaking through open windows, and vandalizing kitchens. The boundaries between wild nature and human territory are blurred and conflicts are deepening. These animals, once symbols of natural beauty, are now seen as a threat, forcing locals to resort to harsh measures such as hunting and culling. Large machines work tirelessly to clear land for development. But then the baboons lose their food source and natural habitat. Deforestation quickly pushes them into human settlements for food and shelter. As a result, tense confrontations between baboons and human residents increase. Along the banks of the Luangwa River, baboons perform a complex dance of survival. In the heat of the dry season, baboon troop groups become the center of their world, defined by social structure and fierce competition. Strict hierarchies with dominant males maintain order and are constantly challenged by ambitious rivals. Grooming is important not only for hygiene but also as a tool to reduce stress, strengthen bonds, and even increase fertility in females. Young animals are the future of the troop, and mothers and the entire troop are protected. However, life in the wild is full of dangers. Predators such as leopards and lions are always present, testing the vigilance and solidarity of the troop. With environmental pressures, such as habitat loss due to deforestation, push baboons closer to human settlements, escalating conflicts. What do you think about the methods that the South African government is taking to deal with baboons? Is hunting a necessary solution, or can we find a more humane alternative? The future of these intelligent animals is in our hands. What are your thoughts on how to manage the baboon population? Please share your thoughts. This is an important conversation. Thank you for watching the whole video.
There are at least 100 train livestock collisions every year in the Midwest. After watching this video, you will definitely not dare to cross the tracks when a train is approaching. Luckily, if the train is moving at a slow speed of about 30 miles per hour, a cow may have a chance to escape. Looking at these two dogs, you can see the seriousness of the recent collision between a train and a flock of sheep. In the state of Wyoming, the minimum fine for grazing livestock on railroad tracks is $5,000. It is difficult for people to control the movement of domestic dogs on railway tracks. Therefore, households living near railway tracks should proactively build a fence system around their living areas to help protect their pets and prevent accidents on the railway. For a 30-car train that collided with a large cow, the severity of the train's capsize due to the impact of the collision is estimated at $1 million per collision, and potential concerns about the safety of passengers on board. The man was unable to pull the buffalo off the tracks because the train was traveling at 60 miles per hour. In particular, with its strong suction, people need to stand at least 15 feet away from the tracks when the train is moving to ensure safety. In 2018, there were an average of 5 collisions between trains and goats every day in India. Keep your animals locked up or graze them in fields away from the train tracks to protect them. The person who filmed this video doesn't tell us if the dog was out of danger. But if it stayed still, it would probably be safe. People need to be educated about dog control. If the horse had moved a little faster, it might have avoided this dangerous situation. Installing warning lights when a train is about to arrive gives people and animals enough time to get off the tracks. In Brazil, if people graze their livestock near railway tracks, they will be fined at least $1,000. In case of causing a train to capsize, the person will be held fully responsible and compensated for all damages. Passers-by accidentally recorded this image. You will ask why they did not save the dog. But they should not do that because the train passing by is very dangerous. The collision with livestock not only caused economic losses to the people, but also affected the travel time of other means of transport when the train was stuck. It took at least 2 to 3 hours to resolve the stuck situation and move the livestock. The increase in deer populations in Colorado has severely impacted railroad tracks near forests, making it necessary to install containment fencing for protection. The whistle scared the deer and caused the collision. Train monitors are needed in areas where accidents occur frequently to ensure safe train travel.
Didn't get hit. Did not.
man was lucky to escape the collision, but his pet was not so lucky. This is a warning to people not to move across the railway tracks. The video shows you that animals have feelings too. The bear tried to save her 2 cubs, but she couldn't run away in time. According to the Association of American Railroads, AR, up to 500 deer were knocked down in collisions with trains in 2020. In response, the Montana state government has been asked to install protective fencing along railroad tracks near areas with a high deer population to prevent similar accidents in the future. Cows are animals, so they cannot perceive the danger that is happening, so people need to have careful measures to keep them. Monkeys are agile animals, but with trains traveling at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, they can't get off the tracks in time. Collisions in Florida have caused up to $200,000 in damage. For elephants weighing around 10,000 pounds, a train collision would pose a serious danger. There needs to be a major management solution from the government on this. Any action like this man moving across the railway when the train is approaching is strictly prohibited because this action is extremely dangerous and is not allowed to be followed. Thanks for watching the whole video. Share this video to let us know you are following us.
The Louisiana Wild Boar Hunting Challenge takes place during the main hunting season from November to February every year. This is a very strict competition attracting more than 1,500 hunters from major areas such as Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans, and neighboring suburbs. Hunters are carefully selected, must have valid licenses, and be tested for their skills before participating in the competition. to hunt wild boar at a minimum distance of 100 yards. The suitable rifle is a .308 Winchester or .3006 Springfield caliber rifle. These are rifles with long range and powerful shooting power, helping hunters ensure accuracy and the ability to eliminate wild boar from a long distance. The cold winter weather makes wild boars more active in search of food, making them easier to spot. However, hunting licenses also come with some regulations that restrict hunters from hunting in the Kisatchie National Preserve. If hunters violate these regulations, they can face severe penalties from authorities, including revocation of their hunting licenses or imprisonment in the case of serious violations. The use of hunting dogs was an effective method of reducing the wild boar population. With the help of hunting dogs, the wild boar population in Montana dropped from 150,000 to 80,000 to 80,000 in the following few years. Montana Fish Wildlife Parks provides approximately 650 hunting dogs to participating hunters. The use of hunting dogs is regulated in the hunting license, requiring hunters to ensure that the hunting dogs are fully trained and comply with safety rules during the entire hunting period. The term of use of hunting dogs is specified in the license as 6 months, equivalent to the entire hunting season. During this time, hunters are not allowed to use hunting dogs continuously for 8 hours. They must have a rest period. Montana regulations dictate that hunters should hunt in teams of at least 3 people to ensure safety during the hunt. This allows hunters to assist each other in dangerous situations when wild boar attacks occur. The Montana Wild Boar Hunting Tournament revealed that 35% of hunters were first-time hunters. Therefore, hunting in teams is more important than ever. A unique hunting activity in central Canada is the use of helicopters to pursue wild boars. This activity allows hunters to track and hunt wild boars in all terrains, from dense forests to plains, with speed and the ability to quickly approach the target. Helicopters help hunters cover a large area. Using helicopters reduces hunting time by 20%, and the number of wild boars hunted increases by 35% after each season. In addition, bow hunting is popular in the states of Texas, Florida, and Georgia in the United States. They use corn bait with a special scent that attracts about 10 to 15 boars at a time, creating a safe distance for hunters to have the opportunity to shoot accurately without being detected. Notably, there have been no cases of hunters being attacked by wild boars, which is one of the greatest successes of the hunting season. After all wild boar hunting activities are completed, hunters are required to report the number of wild boars they have knocked down to the authorities. This is to help ensure compliance with the law and prevent cases of hunting being exploited for personal gain. This reporting also helps authorities monitor the population to ensure sustainability in wildlife management. If the hunter knocks down the heaviest wild boar during the hunting season, they will be rewarded with $1,000. End of video. Your family will be safe if you share this video now. God bless you if you comment number 1. Share your opinion about what you experienced in the video. Please continue watching.
These approaches have been great at stopping the spread of some invasive species. Got any ideas for even better solutions? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can all dive into it together. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, be sure to tell your friends about us too so they can check it out. Bye and see you in the next video.